Breaking news for every Social Security recipient watching this right now. If you receive SSI, SSDI, retirement benefits, or survivor benefits, the Social Security Administration has officially released the January 2026 payment schedule. And here's the part most people are missing. There is growing confusion about stimulus checks. Payment dates are shifting because of the calendar, and misinformation is spreading fast. If you don't clearly understand what's happening right now, you could easily be caught off guard when your money arrives, or when it doesn't. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what's coming, when it's coming, and how to protect yourself so there are no surprises. Stay with me, because this information directly affects your income. This channel exists for one simple but critical reason: to help Social Security recipients, seniors, people with disabilities, and SSI beneficiaries stay informed, stay protected, and stay in control of their finances. Every single month, millions of Americans rely on these benefits to pay rent, buy groceries, cover medical costs, and simply survive. And every single month, payment dates shift, rules change, and confusion spreads, often leaving people stressed and unprepared. That ends here. On this channel, everything is explained in plain English, without hype, without rumors, and without false promises. You get clear facts, real schedules, and practical advice, so you know exactly what's happening with your money. No confusion, no surprises, just the truth. If you haven't already, this is your reminder to subscribe and turn on notifications. When the Social Security Administration changes something, adjusts a schedule, or releases new information, you'll hear about it here first, and you'll know exactly what it means for you. Now let's talk about January 2026 and what's really happening. January 2026 is officially here, and the Social Security Administration has locked in payment dates for all benefit types. While the rules themselves haven't changed, the calendar creates a situation that feels unusual for many people. Some recipients will see their money earlier than expected, while others may feel like they're waiting longer. Without context, this can feel chaotic and even alarming. Once you understand how the system works, though, everything becomes much clearer. Let's start with SSI, Supplemental Security Income. SSI is always scheduled for the first day of the month, unless that day falls on a weekend or a federal holiday. In January 2026, January 1st falls on a Wednesday. That means SSI payments were issued on January 1st as scheduled. If you receive SSI, that money should already be in your account. This is where confusion begins. Because February 1st, 2026 falls on a Sunday, the Social Security Administration will issue February's SSI payment early. Instead of paying it on February 1st, they'll send it on the last business day before that date, which is Friday, January 31st. That means SSI recipients will receive two payments in January, one on January 1st and another on January 31st. This is extremely important to understand. You are not receiving extra money. This is not a bonus. This is not a special payment. Your February SSI payment is simply being paid early. That also means there will be no SSI payment issued in February. This catches people off guard every year, and it causes serious financial stress for those who don't plan ahead. To be absolutely clear, SSI recipients receive a payment on January 1st and another on January 31st. After that, the next SSI payment will not arrive until March 3rd, because March 1st falls on a Saturday. If this isn't planned for, February can become a very difficult month. Now let's talk about SSDI, retirement benefits, and survivor benefits. These payments follow the Social Security Administration's long-standing Wednesday schedule, based on your birth date. This system has not changed. If you were born between the 1st and the 10th of any month, your payment is scheduled for the second Wednesday of the month. In January 2026, that date is January 8th. If you were born between the 11th and the 20th, your payment arrives on the third Wednesday, which is January 15th. If you were born between the 21st and the 31st, your payment comes on the fourth Wednesday, January 22nd. There is one very important exception. If you started receiving Social Security benefits before May 1997, or if you receive both SSI and Social Security benefits, your payment is issued on the 3rd of the month. In January 2026, January 3rd falls on a Friday, so that's when your payment arrives. So let's recap clearly. SSI recipients receive payments on January 1st and January 31st. People who started benefits before May 1997 or receive both SSI and Social Security get paid on January 3rd. Those born between the 1st and 10th are paid January 8th. Those born between the 11th and 20th are paid January 15th. Those born between the 21st and 31st are paid January 22nd. Write this down, screenshot it, save it, because the SSA will not call you if you forget. Your money will arrive when it's scheduled, whether you're ready or not. Now let's address the biggest source of confusion right now: stimulus checks. Social media, YouTube, and clickbait headlines are full of claims about new stimulus payments in January 2026. People are asking if extra money is coming, when it will arrive, and whether Social Security recipients are included. Here is the truth, and it's important to be direct. As of now, there is no federally approved stimulus check scheduled for January 2026. No bill has passed Congress, no legislation has been signed into law, no payments are being processed by the IRS or the Social Security Administration. That doesn't mean proposals don't exist. It doesn't mean discussions aren't happening, but a proposal is not a law, and a bill is not money. Until something is officially approved and signed, there is no stimulus payment coming. Some states have issued rebates, tax credits, or cost of living payments. California, Colorado, and a few others have done this in the past. These are state-level programs, not federal stimulus checks, and they are not tied to Social Security benefits. If you live in one of those states, you should check your state's official website, but don't assume it applies to everyone. The biggest mistake people make is planning their budget around money that hasn't been approved. Bills don't wait, rent doesn't pause, groceries still cost the same. If a stimulus is approved in the future, it will take time to process and distribute. Until then, it's best to focus on the income you know you have. Understanding your payment schedule is more than just knowing a date. It's the foundation of financial stability. Imagine receiving 2 SSI payments in January and assuming you're ahead, only to realize too late that February has no payment at all. That's how people end up struggling for an entire month, not because the system failed them, but because the system wasn't understood. The same goes for SSDI and retirement benefits. If your payment arrives mid-month, but your rent is due on the 1st, you need a plan. Communication with landlords and utility companies can make a huge difference, but only if you're proactive. Right now, the most important thing you can do is know your exact payment date and plan around it. Set reminders. Budget carefully. Treat early payments as what they are, not bonuses. Stop waiting for money that may never come. And if possible, even saving a small amount can create a buffer that reduces stress when schedules shift. This can feel overwhelming, especially when misinformation is everywhere. That's why this channel exists. Every month, updates are broken down clearly, so you don't have to guess or worry. If this video helped you feel more informed and prepared, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. When the next round of changes or rumors starts, you'll already be ahead. As we wrap this up, remember this: January 2026 has a unique payment schedule. SSI recipients receive 2 payments in January and none in February. SSDI retirement and survivor benefits follow the normal Wednesday schedule based on birth dates. There's no federal stimulus check right now. Focus on what you have, plan ahead, and take control of your finances. When you know what's coming, you're not stressed, you're prepared. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update. As we move deeper into January, it's also important to remember that banking delays can still happen even when payments are sent on time. Direct deposit usually posts overnight, but some banks hold funds for processing, especially around holidays or weekends. That means 2 people with the same payment date can see money arrive at different times. If your payment doesn't show up the morning you expect it, don't panic. Give it at least 24 hours before assuming there's a problem, and always check your bank's pending transactions before calling Social Security. Another issue that catches many people off guard is account changes or verification holds. If you recently changed your bank account, updated personal information, or had mail returned to the SSA, your payment could be delayed. The SSA sometimes places temporary holds to prevent fraud, and while that's meant to protect you, it can still disrupt your cash flow. This is why keeping your contact information up to date and opening all SSA mail immediately is so important, even when it looks routine. January is also a month when expenses tend to spike. Heating bills are higher, prescription costs reset for the new year, and many Medicare plans begin new deductibles. When your payment schedule shifts, those extra costs can hit harder than expected. Planning your January and February budget together, especially if you receive SSI, can help smooth out those seasonal expenses and prevent last-minute financial emergencies. It's also worth saying this clearly. Missing a payment date doesn't always mean the money is gone. Payments are not canceled just because you didn't notice them. Funds can sit in your account untouched, especially if you don't check online banking regularly. Make it a habit to review your balance and transaction history at least once a week so you always know where you stand and can catch any issues early. Finally, remember that staying informed is one of the strongest forms of financial protection. The rules may feel complicated, but knowledge gives you control. When you understand the schedule, ignore the rumors, and plan ahead, you reduce stress and avoid crisis decisions. This isn't about fear or panic. It's about confidence, preparation, and knowing that you're not alone in navigating this system.